Blast
Wow.
off.
Alright, kick it off for us, Curtis.
Kick us off. We're playing. This is
sniping that in.
him.
Before Curtis
This
could
is
tell
Watch
us to
This
do.
DLC, and we are playing. I'm Curtis.
I'm down.
You can't even do it, Curtis. I'm Luke.
Yeah, I've never been good at introducing anything that I've ever done. And we're playing a game called 20XX, which, as you can tell from the very design, is reminiscent of Mega Man from the NES, SNES, mostly
Yeah, it looks like
Mega Man X from
Right
the SNES games. So I mean,
Wait, what? Oh, you pressing both at the
you
same
wanna?
time.
It looks like you wanna dash. There you go.
I thought you would like press one and then the other, but you gotta press them both at the same
There
time.
you go. So this is an alpha, so it's very early build. It's actually going to be going into beta on Steam on
The controls are
15th
pretty
of
good.
September.
Yeah.
So it's inspired by Mega Man X, 2D graphics, procedurally generated levels with roguelike mechanics. That is kind of buzzword heavy. Procedurally generated, if you don't know what that means every level will be completely random and never quite the same every time you load it up. So your friend's experience will be slightly different from yours or whatever. So, and then roguelike, again, if you're not sure what that means, if you've ever played Dark Souls, Demon Souls, when you die, you typically lose everything and you have to sort of start with nothing. That's sort of the idea. But yeah, I'm trying to see. This is Batterystaple Games. Started in 2013. They had a successful Kickstarter.
I guess so.
And yeah, it doesn't seem like there's. It doesn't seem like. I mean, again, this is alpha, so they will probably start putting like health bars and stuff. Oh, there's something like that. Can you wall jump?
Can I wall jump?
Yeah, good
Awesome.
job, Luke. Shoot it with the gun.
You.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
fork
is
on the
stab.
Okay, so you drop. Oh, that might be for your other gun now.
So just
Shoot
before I
your
forget
regular
to
gun.
mention
Shoot your
this,
regular gun.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
I'd like to point out that Curtis got me sick over the weekend
Yes, I did. I'm not
because
sure.
he's a dick face.
Because I'm a dick
He
face.
timed it just perfectly so that when he would get sick, he wouldn't be very sick. But then when I would get sick, I would be at the height of my sickness when I have to get on the plane.
I
to go
timed it
home.
perfectly so that
So
I
then
wasn't
on the way
sick
home,
at all.
I'm super stuffed up, and then on the plane, I wasn't smart enough to think to take like a decongestant or something.
Yeah, that's my
And
fault.
as I landed,
It's my fault. You have such a weak body.
fuck you. As
And
I
then you get
landed,
hurt
I
and-
like just ripped my ear. I don't know
This
what
thing-
happened.
Oh,
It
did
felt
I die
like
from one hit?
somebody
No,
was
you killed it.
stabbing me in the ears, like
Yeah.
with knives, like a giant.
So Deb's a
bulge
giant
in it.
crybaby.
And like it hurt so bad, I like couldn't do anything while we were landing.
Prepare
and
to
then
die.
My
Well, the
ear
controls
like
are top notch.
just
They're pretty-
popped now, like 2 days
We're
later.
still talking, huh?
Fuck you!
Yeah, I get it. You were
God,
sick.
I fucking hate
Okay.
you so much. Oh, God, I can't
Daily
stand you. Don't touch me.
challenges, daily
Get the
hardcore.
fuck out of here.
She's crazy.
Let me unlock
she needs
this
her,
soul knife.
She needs her.
Bye! Where's my selfie stick?
Where's your selfie stick?
I'm
Shop.
just
Oh,
kidding.
that was
I
our
don't
best
know the
thing.
selfie stick.
Do I have
pulled into-
monies?
We
I
pull
just,
into Brooklyn.
Not enough monies.
We're driving into Brooklyn.
Soul
And lo and
nuts?
behold,
Soul
They're
nuts.
called
That
soul
sounds
nuts?
Sexy.
I
So we're
still
driving
do.
into
Look, I
Brooklyn.
still do nothing.
And we-
Sorry to disappoint.
alright, it's my turn.
Yeah.
I
No,
have
he
not
hasn't died
died.
yet. He hasn't died.
I
That's the
won.
rules.
Well, he's never gonna die.
Become ace?
I
What
guess
does
that's
that
a
mean?
different character.
Become Nina? Oh, it's a different characters.
Become an ace.
I thought he meant like ace. So play the game. That's the name of the game, right?
That's the
20XX.
game. That's a good.
Yeah,
Well,
play
I
the
mean,
game.
multiplayer.
The journey begins. Loading.
So, what were you saying? Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
tell about the Brooklyn
Oh yeah,
store.
so
So great.
we just Deb and I and a couple other people went into New York for a week, and pulling in, like literally, we're a block from our place that we're staying at. I look outside the window of the cab that's getting us there, and I see this girl on her stoop wearing a
On her
bay
stoop?
hat.
What is a stoop?
A stoop? Are you fucking
Stoop,
kidding me?
like the front of her
Yeah,
house.
like the porch. A porch.
Oh,
But it's
I've
like
never
smaller.
heard anybody say stoop.
I've heard that, the
Stoop.
stoop of your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like smaller, it's like just
Yeah, it's
steps
just,
leading
it's
up to your
just a
house.
couple steps. Okay, so
This
that's
is a
shield.
shield.
That's
Oh.
good.
Somebody's shooting at me.
So like I look out and I see this girl on her stoop with a hat that says Bay on it, BAE, and then she has a selfie stick taking a picture of herself. There was literally no one else around her, so she wasn't taking a picture with friends. She was just by herself.
That's the point of a selfie stick, of course.
Yeah, I guess. I guess
you take pictures with your friends with a selfie stick.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually like group shots or whatever.
So you're surprised that somebody's taking a selfie?
I was surprised to see the selfie stick.
She looked so funny.
She looks so ridiculous.
She's
you
just
might not
chilling
be able to
in
get
her
it
house by herself, and she's just
no, I don't get it.
She's just
I
got
just gotta fall to the right as much as I can.
I guess.
Oh, I think I almost had it.
There you go. That is kind
No,
of hard.
no!
Oh, it's slippery with ice.
Oh, I didn't know that at first.
Can you fire up, or you can only fire one direction?
No, just one direction.
That's stupid.
Oh, yeah,
Alright,
that's
I'm
turn.
bad.
Oh, it's gonna be really hard. I don't know any of the controls.
Well, then just stick around with the.
You just jump and shoot.
Yeah,
This was like X is shoot, A is jump, and Y is special power, but you don't have one right now.
Yeah. The Nut Whisperer. Blood magic.
Soul nuts.
That sort of reminds me of like Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank had that sort of like winking comedy in a lot of their games. Like
Yeah.
even like the title
Pat,
alone.
will you ever stop talking about this game?
What are you talking about? Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah, he talks about it non-stop. It's his favorite game.
When?
I don't know.
I've
just
never
feel like
really
I
talked
heard-
about it.
Really? You clearly don't know him as well as I do.
I don't think I talk about. I don't know.
This
I
got
don't think I've
really
ever
awkward.
played one.
Yeah.
I played Jack. I like Jack and Daxter.
God,
Especially
Liz,
the
do you
second
ever
one.
stop talking about that
The
game?
second one I
Fuck
liked
you.
a lot. And then I think the third one I didn't like.
Pick them up, dummy!
Hell,
Oh, their health. I guess you can't.
I've got full health, bitch.
I got power health, bitch. Ah, you
Why do
can't
you
run
have a
on this.
sword?
She's playing a different character.
Because I'm better than you.
You can take that from Saturday, right?
Wait, what does me being a girl have to do
I
with this?
don't know. No, I rarely ever talk about Ratchet and Clank. It's probably the first time we've ever done a video that I've talked about Ratchet and Clank.
I'm not talking about videos, I'm talking about life, bro.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, like up your arsenal and nuts. And
I never
stuff.
really played one. I might have. Yeah.
Oops. Not what I meant to do.
Hurry!
Ah! That's cool, I did that on purpose.
Good job. Can you drop down or do you have to?
How do you drop down?
I imagine A, like hold down and A.
Thanks. You're a little late, bro.
Ah, you're dead.
Ah!
Yeah, it's not super easy.
I want to start at the beginning.
But the controls are good, aren't they?
Yes.
Like pretty responsive.
You can be ninja instead if you want.
It's Nina.
Nina. Go
That's
be
like-
Nina.
Whatever.
Come on, let's try them all.
We did.
Let's go.
She is Nina. No, Nina was the character you played.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And she's Ace.
Oh.
Let's try this again.
Are they both girls?
I don't know. Ninja might be genderless.
Nina sounds like a girl and Ace sounds like a boy.
Yeah.
So, this is a. Oh, they really are randomly generated.
At least like the last one had sort of
They're
a.
the same enemy. Oh, there we go.
I'm pretty confident Ace is a girl.
Why is that?
And I don't like her.
That's logical.
Your butt.
My butt.
You are a butt.
That's true. What's wrong, Cranky?
Nothing.
Big sigh.
You got 4 soul nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of God, what's that thing called?
Soul nuts?
Ah!
You know that game where that
How's
guy
that even
narrates
remotely
while you
fair?
run around? That guy
That
calls you
one
the
comes out of
kid.
nowhere.
What's that game called?
Bastion.
Bastion. Yeah, nuts. Weren't those little things called nuts or something? They look like little worms.
Oh, no. I know the little. They were like blue and black.
Yeah.
They look like little.
Nuggets
Acorns or something like that.
Nuts. They weren't called
What were
nuts.
they called? I don't know. Maybe they were. Nuggets, maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the kid kept walking.
I still never finished that game.
Calamity.
I've never
Really?
played
That is such a
Transistor
good
yet.
game.
It's so
love it.
easy
Oh,
to
Transistor
play.
is good too.
It is, no, it's super great. I just
Oh, I
never
grew up
really
with it.
finished it.
Yeah, I loved that game.
Like,
So
soundtrack's
simple.
really
It only
good.
took like, what was it, like 5 hours?
Yeah, it was short. It was brief.
Yeah.
The Transistor,
I
like,
mean, I finished it all in one day.
So
I think.
you downloaded it from.
Transistor Luke gave me for my birthday a couple years ago.
You I'm gonna
Or
die.
for Christmas, maybe. It was good. I liked Transistor though.
There's
That
some
was
health
good
back
too.
there.
Ah, I need to get to a shield. I need to get to a shield. I don't need any help.
He says as he dies. Deborah.
Ugh, I don't want everyone to watch me fail.
Too late.
I think I would rather it be design each level designed individually,
Yeah.
so that the difficulty would slowly ramp up.
That's true.
Because sometimes there's little moments where like
Plus,
it just
like,
seems hard. But
You mess something up and you kind of want to go back and do better.
Yeah.
yeah.
You want the
Because, like, you see
opportunity
what's
to do a better
frustrating
job.
And
Yeah.
you're like, I can overcome that. Oh, you don't give me the opportunity to do it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I do
But
find that.
there
a
have
little
been some procedurally ones that I've enjoyed,
Mhm.
but at the same time, like I only end up playing it like 4 to 5 hours or something.
Yeah.
Which again, they're usually not that expensive anyway. But
Right. Was Rogue Legacy?
no,
I think
I
was
don't.
one that I played. That I could play.
Is
It
there
was
a
like
way
game I
to
could
jump up walls?
I
on
like
walls?
There is, but
FTL.
not like that.
Like FTL is pretty good.
I
And,
never played that because
It's worth getting.
it's kind of like one of those micromanaging games. I just really can't do
How
that.
am I
Well,
getting out of this?
I'm not. You jump up, dummy.
I don't want to.
Well, then
That
you
looks
die.
hard.
I liked it. Like I really enjoyed it while I was playing it, but I ended up playing it maybe 5 hours or something.
Ah.
But I thought it was pretty interesting.
That was the same for like Rogue Legacy. Like I enjoyed what I
That thing.
played of it, and I would play it for maybe like 30, 40 minutes at a time.
Mhm.
But I was just like, alright, I get.
And I keep
most of this
complaining. I
thing.
got it for like $3
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
So you know, it's cool.
Yeah.
For what
And then
game?
there's this other game called Risk of
FTL.
Rain that I liked.
I think I have that.
Ah!
I got, I don't know, I played for Rain and I got a pretty high score and I was pretty proud of myself the next time.
Yeah.
And then Spelunky I thought was pretty fun too. But
Yeah,
again, I
haven't
played that
played
maybe 5
Spelunky, but
hours.
I've played the general idea of it, and it's just kind of like, alright, this is enough for me. Or like, I get it, and I can see why someone would like this, but it's just not something I want to spend that much time with. Get him, Dad.
I don't know how
Dad,
to
you
kill
are
that
not
thing.
very good at
Ah!
platforming.
Yeah, I was never, like, I never get that back from anybody here.
That's true.
Curtis, are you excited about the that Banjo-Kazooie sort of spiritual
The
sequel?
ukulele.
Yeah.
I never really
Oh, for real?
Like, I played the first and most of the second game, and I was like, alright, but I really.
When did you play them? Like how?
Oh, I mean, like, when they were out.
Because they definitely have nostalgic value. I was
yeah.
young when I played them. But they were definitely my favorite games when they were
Yeah, I
out.
know a lot of people like them more than Mario 64. Like, they were, like, between Mario 64,
Okay, I'm never gonna be able to do this.
Banjo-Kazooie, and Donkey Kong 64.
give up.
Like, Banjo-Kazooie is usually the one that's heralded as, like, the best.
Donkey
of
Kong
them.
I liked a lot because he was Donkey Kong, but I don't think it was actually that great.
But a lot of people don't like Donkey Kong because simply was just so much in that game, like to collect and find and do that it sort of
Yeah.
turned. There's a lot of like
It was a bit
repetition.
tedious. But I think me and Abe got every single banana.
Yeah.
And to be honest, this is
Oh,
stupid, but
the
to this day,
bananas?
when I see a banana, I think, oh, banana. Because I play that game so much.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Oh.
Like,
That's
and
so
he would like
horrible.
dance around like, oh, banana. And he would like dance around with banana.
Do you ever like, you know what I do? You know what I do? Make associations with all the time?
What was it?
I'll like listen to music. I'll like really like a song, and then I'll listen to it a lot, like while I'm playing a game, because I'll
Oh,
always
yeah,
listen
I
to
had the
music,
same thing.
or I'll watch shows
And you go
while I
back
play
and you
games.
listen to that soundtrack.
And
you're
then
like,
every time I hear that song, I'll think of that
Right.
game.
Yeah, that
Or
makes
vice versa, like when I'm playing a part in a game that I've played before, I'll think about some song and like, what came on this song?
Yeah. No, I
And
used
I'll
to
have that
listen
with like
to
the weirdest stuff, like,
a lot of podcasts and stuff while I was playing like games like WoW, or like really just sort of games that you can sort of like not pay that much attention to the dialogue or story that's going on. You can just
Yeah.
you're just playing it, and so like I will every now and again will either like listen to a podcast of old or something like that, or and I'll be
oh,
like,
there's,
wow, I remember
there's like an Adventures of Odyssey that like makes me think of a certain game.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's, so there's like this, that's because you were talking about Donkey Kong, and there was this part in Donkey Kong that I remember playing, and I always remember this one Adventures in Odyssey where this girl had cancer, and she was like dying or something, and then Mandy found out, it was all sad, or somebody was that sad, and they were talking
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Mandy.
and I always remembered that, I think the girl that was dying was named Karen, and I always remember, I'm not totally sure if that's true or not, don't quote me on that.
I feel like that's true.
But I always remember that one scene where she's all upset and she first finds out that she has cancer or whatever, and then they're all crying and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I remember it with Donkey Kong, some scene in Donkey Kong. I don't even know what it was. I just remember there was Donkey Kong.
I'm sure there's actually
I
a
want to
term
play that
for
Rare collection. Some of those like Jet Force Gemini too. Did you play
my
that?
God.
No. That was sort of when, like, it was just like there was so, and it's gonna sound like what we were talking about in the previous video, like you just don't like things because they're popular. But it was just like there were so many, like, platformers and copycat platformers that were coming out around that time that I was just like, I need
That
a break
one was
from
different
this
though,
genre.
wasn't it? It was like a shooter too.
It was a little bit different.
I
it was a little
remember
bit
like
different.
that was when I was pretty young, and I pretty much liked anything that Rare made.
Yeah.
Maybe even just because it was Rare.
Yeah.
So I don't know if how well it holds up or how good it was at the time even, but I loved it at the time. You know, like I played it. The whole game.
So the frustrating thing about this is, like, how are you supposed to get over there right now?
Yeah,
without
that's
taking
why.
any
That's why I
damage?
want it to be designed by a human.
Yeah, because
Okay.
because if you had like a secondary weapon, you could hit him from a distance. But I guess that's why you.
Oh, there we
play
go.
the other
You just
character.
turned the other way.
Because the other character had a gun, but you don't know what level you're going into before, so you can't prepare. So that's kind of
Yeah,
frustrating.
I
There were little
actually
moments
find
there.
random generation kind of not appealing.
Yeah.
Even in No Man's Sky, like
Yeah.
I know that's a big appeal thing for it. I find that like unappealing. In fact, I'm kind of worried that more games are going to be like that in the future just because it's easier.
Yeah.
But I find that like a huge negative point for almost any game. Because I don't know, like,
No,
I don't like platformers or endless runners, and so I don't like those games. Those games are boring.
No, I like what we were talking about earlier.
I
the
like
fact
when
that
games
if you
have
get
like a heavy
stuck,
storyline.
you want to get
and-
over it, and if they don't give you the option to get over it, it's frustrating. It's like, just let me try and get over this frustrating part.
Just in general, though, I like games with like heavy storyline, really character-driven games and
Yeah.
stuff, which I like other games too. But
But like Witcher,
I
if
like
Witcher was
the
procedurally
strong
generated-
feeling of progression, I guess.
Yeah.
So even games where it doesn't have a strong storyline or good characters or something, I really like heavy sense of progression. So I like the feeling that I'm
Look, I won.
gradually
I won.
completing more and more, and at some point I'll do everything and I have 100%. I'm a big completionist.
Yeah.
So the idea that it's being randomly generated and it never
I want
ends
to choose one.
kind of drives me nuts.
Boost road jumping and pulling things, that's Mario reference.
That one.
You
I
don't
like
want
just the
nuts?
basic jumping ability.
No. Yeah.
No, because we already have weapons. We have good weapons. I want some more nuts in my nuts.
Looks like you can get some stuff over there too. Some like extra.
Well, I think this is the choice I can make. I want that. I just want to just basic
You
abilities.
just wasted that option.
Okay.
His health, increase your speed.
Cool.
Oh, look, it's a noise though.
I'm not really feeling faster.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that like stresses me out. I don't
So
like
what
the
are
idea
the-
that you
these
can
are
never
three
finish.
more
It's like
choices?
Next level that you look at it.
Maybe the sky temple. Oops. Well, that was quick. That reminds me of Sonic a little bit too.
Yeah, that song, just that dur dur dur. That sounded exactly like Sonic to me.
Good jumping, Luke.
Good jumping Lucas. That's like a new curse word. Good jumping Lucas.
Can't say fuck. Fuck is a bad word.
Good jumping Lucas.
Holy cow.
Great googly moogly.
No.
Okay.
Okay, is this bad?
Probably. Anything that's coming at you is probably not good.
No, stop!
You
Oh.
great jumping loop. What was it?
Great jumping Lucas.
See, I kept thinking that was going to push me up into it. Which
But
really
it
doesn't make
didn't.
sense.
Man, you could have just stood there the whole time.
It's like that thing above you will do it. You can get up there. Or at the wall jump or something.
I want the extra stuff. Give me the extra stuff.
Oh dear. Thank you,
This is
carefully.
how you
dear.
do it.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, got it. Platformer.
Just why is it better than you?
I'm super good at it.
How's that good? In what
That's a
way?
really good question.
Now wait a minute.
Deborah.
What's my name?
Don't go down. Now is there like a level select? Because
Yeah, what's up there?
it's challenges. really don't like the fact that it's completely random and you don't have a choice to what you guys do.
Yeah, like not
Well,
even the area or the
so-
type or something of area.
In Spelunky, it would be like, it was like, yeah, there were like 4 different areas and 3 different levels in each area, and so you would challenge yourself like getting to like the next level. So like the first level is always the same.
Look, it's fan service,
And when you
guys.
get-
Remember we were talking about that?
Oh, I get it, like Portal.
How
See,
do I
that's
know?
fan service. And the hat
Potato
is
batter.
fan service.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
fan
know what it
service,
is. I was just,
Luke, why are you
I
arguing
was a
about
little bit
fan
doubtful
service?
because he was like so confident that it wasn't.
No.
And I was like, well, I mean, I've heard it in the context of the comic books and things, so
Yeah.
why would it use that?
Yeah.
No, you're right. The fuck is power? When am I gonna get that?
I don't know, they gave it to you in the tutorial, but you don't seem to be able to find it in levels, so...
Whatever. What's this guy?
Good job. You already got that. Why would they let you off with that again?
Motherfucker.
That's lame.
Motherfucker.
Fucking mothers.
Great job, Dad.
Well done.
Thanks.
Good thing we went in there.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, she got where you couldn't get.
Yeah, why didn't you go there?
Because my other character didn't get there.
Well, loser.
Oh.
I guess he didn't have special jumping powers.
Thankfully, that hat exists. Oops, look out, Deb.
Great job.
So you can jump. You can continue jumping once you're on the wall. You just have to like keep your direction on the wall.
Don't fall into the spikes. Ah! Motherfucker.
Run, run.
I know, I'm trying to hide.
We can find you.
Who has got this giant gun and is trying to kill
Have
me?
you been paying attention to the
Bad
story?
guy. Oh. You're good at Deb. I believe in you.
Thanks.
You're so mean.
Am I mean?
Yes.
Or am I nice? Oh, I thought I was about to fall.
Nailed it.
Where am I going?
Looks like you just drop down.
Can you do that? Oh, yes you can. Yes, you're right. I don't want to come out of this shell.
Ah.
I'm so stressed.
I think if you get too far, just stop aiming. Like if you get out of the side areas range.
Tell me what to get out of.
You're so useless when it comes to
I hate you.
asking.
Yeah, you're stuck in the spikes.
Oh, I didn't know the
You're
spikes
fighting
existed.
while standing in spikes.
I didn't know there were spikes. What am I
We're
supposed
trying
to
to
see
be
all the
honest.
spikes all the time?
Yes.
Am I
'Cause they're
fucking
on
psychic?
screen.
Whatever. That's
Some
not
people just
bad,
don't know
bro.
that.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
No, I didn't. That's
So
why
it's
I
not my
said-
problem. Maybe if you weren't so stuffy.
Good for him upstairs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I said it. I'll say it again.
Curtis, I'm about to stop being friends with you.
I'm surprised you still are.
Me too. You know what? Me too.
Friendship over.
Ugh,
Dilemma deleted.
no. Fan service. Oh, you thought that was pretty funny?
That's why I laughed.
I think we should stop being friends.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're gonna be sad now. You wanted this. You asked for this.
God. You're talking about like things you do, the worst things you can do to your sins or something. Like when you don't let them go to the bathroom for like 48 hours or something, and then they pee on the floor and then they like start crying. And you're like, haha, I'm the master of you.
Oh, so I was telling Deb last time that I was playing The Sims 4.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can do it in Sims 3 or not. 'Cause I can't quite remember much about that game. But in Sims 4,
Wait,
you-
you've got some sort now?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't know you got it.
yeah, I kind of got sucked into it after we kept talking about it.
Yeah,
But what you can do
that's what it does to you.
is basically you can be in a polygamy. Basically, you can be a polygamist. You can sort of just be in multiple relationships.
That's true about Sims 3.
Okay, but there's an option that you can do if you get so attracted to someone and they're in a relationship. You can ask them to break up with the person
Yeah,
that
you
they're
can do
currently
that in
dating
Sims
or
3.
married to, Like, you can ask them to break up. And so what I would do is I would ask them to break up with whomever they're going out with, and then immediately have sex with them, and then not ever talk to them ever again, just to ruin their lives, because I thought that was funny.
You can do that, sister. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
So we were talking about things that we do to our Sims that's just awful, you know?
You're the type of person that plays Grand Theft Auto and like just beats up people.
No, that gets boring after a while.
So it's
So
fun
you
to do
do
Sims
it,
because
then.
you.
I mean, I do it like every now and
You
again.
play-
Well, because
no,
that's the way it's
I've
there
never
to
done that.
It's
You
there to do
play
it.
hours
Why
and
wouldn't you
hours
do
and
it?
hours and hours of Sims playing it the right way. So every once in a while you're just
It is
bored
fun
and you're
to-
like,
yeah,
oh,
it's
I'm
fun
just
to
gonna
just-
fuck around.
Yeah, why
So
would they put that there if they don't want
so
to
we
do
were
it?
talking about things that we do in Sims that's just fucked up, you know, that we like never do in real life. So I was saying the thing that I do is I'll get married and like have a husband and we'll be in love, blah blah blah. And then I'll go out while he's like at work or something and I'll sleep with somebody else and get pregnant.
But now you don't have a likable character.
And then we'll
But it's a
think-
video game character, so
and
it doesn't
then
really matter anyway.
and then we'll be together and then like I'll have the baby and then like another guy will like come to the hospital with me to like have the baby and then we'll go home and like it's funny because like the dad my husband won't say anything like I guess like according to the programming I guess he probably knows it's not his kid and like the computer knows because it'll say like genealogically it's not his kid. But the dad like won't complain about anything. He'll just raise this kid like it's his own, and he has no idea that it's somebody else's kid. You know, like it makes no sense. But I do that. I like to do that. Like
You mean like the baby's like black or something, and then
Yeah,
or
it's really-
is
just
that what you
whatever.
mean?
It's just a
clearly
baby.
not.
and then
It's just
there's
the dad will never complain or say anything about
Yeah.
it. He'll just raise this kid that's not his for no reason. Like he'll never like question the fact that you had sex with somebody else, unless you do it while he's in their house and then he'll come.
Can you like
yell at you.
confess or something, like fess up or whatever?
No. As far as I know, there's no
he
option
can
to
catch
do
you
that.
though, and then you can apologize. If he catches you cheating on him, then you can apologize. But I've never had anyone like say something about you cheating, unless they're there when it happens.
Right, so how are you supposed to use your nuts if you can't exit a level without going back to the main menu?
That's a good question.
Cause like, I don't know, I guess, cause I have 2 nuts
What
there,
can
so
your
I guess
nuts
I got
say?
them from somewhere. But I guess, I don't know.
I don't really care.
Oh, there's local co-op too. We could have been playing this together, guys. But it's
Alright.
alpha, so it doesn't have. Oh, it's even online multiplayer, that's cool.
Oh, skulls like handicaps?
Oh, like Halo, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Oh, that's really going to test a lot of people's patience.
Bastion does that too.
Oh, that's right. Those like artifacts or whatever, like they give you a higher rewards, but it's a
I
little
love
more
when
difficult.
they have those and I'll just turn on all the ones that I don't use anyway. God, you know what's a game I feel like playing again? Is, what's that DS game where it's not Ratchet and fucking Clank, guys?
It should be.
That
Ratchet
DS
is
game where
awesome.
you have 2 people fighting, one on the bottom screen and one on the top screen.
The world ends with you.
The world ends with you. I feel like playing that game super
It
bad.
is so hard to find cheap. It's pretty expensive.
What are you
now.
talking about?
You never
So
played
what is
that?
the one side, one side?
Yeah, so like there's
So
like
the
two,
fighting
it's
style,
like a
yeah.
JRPG.
It's 2-player.
No. It's
No,
a JRPG.
you
but,
control
like
both
one of your
people,
fighters
so-
on the bottom, one on the top.
And
And
you
like
use your left hand to control the top person and the bottom to control the or your right hand to control the bottom person.
it's
And they
it's-
have different styles of gameplay, so it's designed so that it works well together, and you're not just like forced. But like
Yeah.
one person will be doing D-pad, so they'll be kind of like supporting the bottom person, and you'll use their moves to like support the bottom person, and the bottom person you'll be actually following and fighting, or vice versa, or something like that. I can't remember which if it's
Yeah.
the top or bottom screen.
That
But
was a
that
game
the
that I never
storyline
really-
to that game was so it was like I don't know, like I loved
I love the soundtrack of that game, but I never really gave that game that much time and
Yeah.
attention that it really
Oh, I put a
deserved.
lot
And now
of
I want
time
to try and
into
play it, but it's
but
like
that's
they
a
took it
game
off.
which had the best like handicap style of any game ever. Like you
'Cause
could
you
that
do
was
those
part
badges
of the
and stuff.
game was changing the difficulty. That was a genuine part of the game. Like you couldn't just leave it the same. like the harder you played it, the more experience. So it actually affected the gameplay. Like you were meant to change it while you were playing.
Yeah.
So you could, the harder you put the difficulty, the more experience you gain, and the higher level you get. It would affect like your brand like the better and stuff. But then when you could like turn the difficulty down to play like, let's say like a boss or something, so that it would be easier and you would be more highly leveled.
Yeah.
But it was like a strategic part of the gameplay or
I
something.
think a couple of the Mario RPGs and stuff had sort of borrowed that. And I don't even think when they were doing it was necessarily an original idea, but it sort of helped like reinvigorate or repopularize.
But everything about that game, I liked everything about that game.
Yeah.
Like I loved, like you learn more and more about that girl or something, and then there's that thing at the end. I don't even want to get into it, but kind of just like you don't want to get separated from that girl, so you keep going. Like you kind of. So the plot is, I can't remember all the details, but the plot is kind of like everybody who commits suicide gets sent to like this game
Yeah, it's sort of like
in the afterlife before they die. And then they have like, they're in the real world, but they're like in the human world, but they have like limited amount of interactions that they can have with real people. So the things that they're doing in the their like kind of purgatory version of the real world, the real people are there, but what they do affects the real people to some extent or something. And they have these tasks every day. They have these specific tasks, and if they don't complete them, you die, or you stop existing or something. And so like that's kind of the basic plot. So basically, whoever wins the game gets to go back, and you have a partner. So the two of you get to go back into the real
I
world
kind
and
of
try
remember that,
it.
but I didn't play very much.
But then, so the
It's
further
really
you go,
weird.
you find out there's kind of more to it. Like, it turns out some people are replaying the game, and so there's more than one people that win, and like, there's some, like, confusing elements that don't really make sense, so your character starts, like, investigating, and then it's kind of sad, because you, like, get really close with your partner, like, you and your partner become really good friends, and it becomes this whole intense thing, like, you try more for your partner's sake than for your own and stuff, and then, like how much do you even know this person or something? I don't know, like, it was just, the whole game was, like, super good. The story was good, the game was good, or at least I'm remembering it that way. I feel like playing it again really bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it like on Amazon, and it's not super cheap, and they took it off like the iPad and the Android store, so it's just kind of like, eh. But I do want to give it another shot. So maybe if I get really bored or don't mind spending another 25 on it or something, I might give it a shot. Or if I just find it randomly, I'll pick it up. But.
The bottom line about this game that we're playing right now, really
Yes,
quick before we
48
turn
seconds.
off and I ask you guys more questions.
Yes.
I feel like, in general, it's got good controls, it's a fun game. I don't really care for that. Like, if the levels are going to be randomly generated, at least like have different themes or something. Like there should be some sense of progression. So maybe have like this ice-based level or something that can be randomly generated. And once you beat this, you go into the fire-based levels or something. You know, something along those lines, so that you're kind of working your way up to something.
Yeah.
And you can still have never-ending play because it's all randomly generated, but.
But I think
There's some sense of progression because you want it to get harder.
But I think the idea of it is when I ended it a few minutes ago, it said end run. Basically, what you want to do is you just want to do a long run, get as far as you can with the item that you collect.
Yeah.
But I feel like that wasn't really described that much in the tutorial.
Yeah.
Because all the other games I've played like this, like Mega Man, Metroid, well, Metroid not so much, but like Mega Man, once you beat a boss, you sort of go back to the hub world, and you're able to then take your level that you want. In this, it's like you just go as long as you can, and then you die, but you lose everything that you have. So what's the point of
It
gaining
just feels
anything
a
if,
little
like,
bit too it doesn't feel focused enough.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It just
And so that's like my main complaint about it is that it's just like I would get bored of it really quickly. Like even if I did play that's fun, I might play for a couple hours and then I would never play it again.
because I mean it feels like your progression just doesn't go anywhere.
Because as much as that sense of progression is
You have to have
false and
goals.
created, yeah, that's important to a game that makes you enjoy playing, makes you want to
I
play.
couldn't really tell though, because it seemed like the ice level was the first level, but then sometimes we were starting another one, so I'm not really sure if there. I don't know.
Yeah, and then
Maybe there
like,
was
after
progression.
you beat the boss, it takes you to that like prize area, and then they give you 3 options to continue. But
You don't
that
feel
seems
like-
arbitrary too, because if you die in there and you go back to the
You don't
hub,
really feel like, what am I going to discover if I keep playing? How much further can I get? Because it's just random. I might just start again. It could be something else that's like, well, why do I even care?
yeah, because going back to what you're saying, like if you get
So
stuck
it all
in where
rests
you
on
want
the
to beat it.
gameplay.
It
And
doesn't
then
give you that option.
if you don't keep your special moves and stuff as you play, it's like this entire game rests on the gameplay. And I don't keep the special moves and stuff, it kind of feels like, well,
It's almost too random.
I'd like to
be
keep the
entertaining.
special moves, maybe they would get more interesting. Like, I could build them up as I go and they'd get better and better.
Like
but it's
in Rogue Legacy, when you die, you're like you play as your son. Like you have like a legacy.
Yeah, like your legacy.
And so they're like they
Yeah.
inherit traits that you leveled up and stuff like that.
But you keep your gold. So
Yeah.
you can take your gold.
I
and
never
you can
played
take your-
Rogue Legacy.
But here you don't keep anything, so it's like.
So you choose
That
like when
sounds
you
like
die.
Infinity Blade.
When you die, you have
Yeah.
like 5 sons and 2 daughters, and then you choose which one you want to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Like it's
cool.
kind of cool.
And each one, like one might be like a little bit bigger, so
Yeah.
like they can't jump as high if they have higher attack strength. And one you might get
So
like.
it's almost
they
like
might be super
evolution or
short,
something. Like
So
it.
they move really quick
It's
and
kinda
they have
funny.
low hit power. So it's like it's most of the effects are kind of just not that important. Usually they're just kind of comical. Like one is like colorblind, or you can only see black and white.
But you do slowly level up, and then you get.
Yeah, like you
more
build your
powerful.
tower, and your tower like more HP, more attack power, and stuff like that. But it's just like there's like small fixes like colorblind mode, where literally it's just the entire world black and white for that character because that's all they see is just black and white. So it's kind of it's nice. It's a nice little effect. But then it's like the next character might be normal, and there's nothing wrong. They just have normal power and anything. So it's kind of like it sort of keeps you bringing in because you want to keep trying all the different characters and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's fun. If you find it cheap,
It's
like
not for, I feel like it's probably a fun game for a couple hours of playing or something like that. It's probably not really for me.
Yeah.
And of course, you've probably seen while I was playing this, I'm not very good at platformers, so it's not my personal.
Luke was in it. Yeah, good job.
Damn.
Good job.
Yellow.
Holy jumping Lucas. Is that it? I don't remember anymore.
Great jumping.
Great jumping Lucas. There it was.
It's coin.
Alright.
Coin
Yes,
today.
And that was DLC. Goodbye,
That's
folks.
26.
Thanks
Good
for
game.
watching.
Good game.
Good back.
GG. GG.
You
Remember that?
Oh,